We're live. Thanks for tuning in. My name's Chris. This is Alex, and usually we have Quan with us, but he is away right now and could not partake.
With us
We're
in spirit.
BK. Yes, we are BK Game Devs, and we're software developers from Brooklyn. And we have somewhat of a background in game development. We're interested in it, and the aim for our channel here is to build a community and let people see what the game development process is like. And we're going to be doing a monthly, well, we're going to try to do monthly personal game jam where we start the first stream off by brainstorming a random theme, and then we spend the next few streams building out a simple game. And last week we had our first stream, but since we were still figuring out how to stream, we don't have it saved on the channel and we weren't able to record it. So we're just going to give a small recap of what we did last week.
Okay. So we decided to use some sort of theme generator. It's like some sort of website for generating themes for game jams, and the themes that we got were Alone, what else? Night, and Minimalism. We decided to choose three themes instead of one, and we kind of came up with this little game. On the last stream, we called it Wake Up. And the idea is that the main character of the game, who we do not know what he is or who he uh, is asleep, and he's facing his fears through some sort of nightmares, and each fear manifests as a level where you have to figure out how to get through the level. Um, the levels we came up with, or like what fears they would represent, are darkness, heights, the ocean, and this one's kind of like, me, buried alive. Well, actually, all of these are. I'm not sure about buried alive, but these three are me.
Yeah, so the idea is that the player is in this like endless nightmare, and to get out of the nightmare, they need to overcome these fears by, playing a 2D platformer that represents each fear.
Exactly. In the last stream, we pretty much, and just want to preface, we are by no means game developer like professionals. This is not something new. This is something, some of it we learned in school, through Unity as well. So we're kind of just also learning, and this is a big part of why we're doing this is to learn how to do it. So bear with us, or don't.
Right, so
Don't
we're
watch it.
trying to learn, and perhaps from you, the viewers, we can learn from you, and maybe you could even learn from us. So
Right, yeah, because
yeah.
I know I'm sure, like, I've always wondered how the hell do we get to that point of being, knowing everything. But just like everything else, it's just practice, actually doing, actually making something. So that's what we're doing. So since the last stream, or what happened in the last stream, was that we were working on a sort of character controller. We got to the point where we had the character moving left and right. Well, it's a capsule at the moment, but we have it moving left and right. We were not able to get a jump working by then, so we worked on it off stream. We still probably need more work, but it's something that's there. We added some sort of ground checking that uses. I should probably show you guys right now.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just wait, before you go into the code, just show what it looks like right now.
Oh, okay.
Just play.
Yeah, hold on. Let me set. I know jump force is like 2 right now, right? Maybe
That's good.
fine. So at the moment, this is what it looks like. This is the jump. Yeah. We could probably set that as like a. Let's see. Let's just gravity scale it to 2, right?
That might change it drastically, but we'll see.
Yeah, why not? I'd prefer it. It's not
Oh,
so
that's
bad.
good. No, that's good. That actually makes sense.
It's not as floaty,
Right.
and then we may even change the value of uh, yeah. There are probably better ways to do character controls, but again, this is all learning experience. So as we
Yeah.
go forward, we may improve it, or say in the next game we may improve it. But at the moment, we are using I believe a dynamic rigid body, meaning all of it is affected by all of physics. And I know it is. From my research, I know it is preferred, or maybe even better, to use something called a kinematic controller, but we're not there. Maybe we'll get there. And let me show you the code real quick that brought this. Hopefully this works correctly.
Yeah, Alex, I left some like commented code there, so you might want to ignore that.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Um, yeah. So here was the original, or part, it's something like the original code where we're setting velocity
yeah, that's
based on,
original.
yeah,
That works.
whether they're going left or right. And here we're also just carrying over the y value. When jump actually happens, it does go in here and it adds a force to the add force function, an impulse, and up force times the jump force value that we set. And the collision itself uses something called a box cast. Cast it. Um, and what that means is it means that it essentially simulates a collider, taken from a point. Uh, I believe it's a box collider, so it pretty much says you specify where you want to start it off, um, what the size of it is, what direction it's supposed to go, and how far it's supposed to go in that direction. If it hits something, it returns a hit value, and in that case, we simply return whether there is a collider that was hit or not. So that's how we know whether it's grounded or not.
And if you want to like actually show the box cast, you could uncomment what I commented.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure.
It's not it wasn't acting perfectly, but I think wait, if I look at the code, if there is a collision, then
It's green.
you'll see a green box.
Yeah.
And if there's not a collision, then you'll see a red box. And I
Here,
guess
yeah,
all right,
here,
it's
here it
kind of
is.
working.
The box only pops up when you're
That's kind of weird how it's working actually.
the box collider only the is grounded only gets checked if we're pressing up on the jump key anyway. So that's why it's not always showing.
Right. So
Um,
if you see a green box, that means that the player is grounded and it has the ability to jump. If it's red, that means that it shouldn't be able to jump again. So what we were aiming for was, getting it closest to the ground as possible, but it looks like it's a little off, but
it is a little
it'll
off.
do.
Yeah.
It'll do.
It'll do for now. As you can see, like I can jump like while I'm in the air. So is grounded is obviously a little bit flawed, but
Yeah,
for this
we'll
for
we'll
the sake
we'll
yeah
fix that.
for the sake of the prototype, I think it's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll make it accurate at some point.
Yes.
Oh, what I do? Control Z. Okay, gotta love Control Z. So since the last stream, we also had a bit of a meeting about um, we talked a bit more about the game itself and how the levels would be played out while we were talking about what we're going to show and work on. Um, and well, today we want to actually add a sprite to this capsule. Just replace it. At the moment, it's going to be a free sprite animation or sprite sheet that we find. But then we're going to eventually replace it with something that we create, hopefully. In I'm pretty sure this is common everywhere. You usually find free stuff to use until you actually replace it just for the sake of prototyping. Even in like I've heard like actual professional level game development. That's always a thing. They start off with something simple and that they could just work off and then replace it with something else.
Yeah.
As they iterate. I guess we're flipping the character as well. And one of the features that we came up with while we were just discussing it on our own is adding a sanity bar. So there's not exactly health bar, but instead, I guess depending on how much time a player spends in each level, their sanity decreases. And
Yeah,
for certain
exactly.
events, like something scaring you or something hurting you, further even more decreases your sanity. Kind of like, I don't know if you guys ever played Amnesia, something like that.
Also,
Um,
like Phasmophobia, which I was personally streaming yesterday, the more time that you spend with the ghosts without actually, deterring them, your sanity goes down and it'll be easier to hunt you. So, because this is supposed to be in like a dream setting, you can't actually get hurt, but we figured, let's put in a sanity bar to represent like your ability to combat the fear.
yeah, and also we realized that we wanted to have some sort of antagonist in this game. So we just thought that there'd be some sort of entity always trying to work against the player, manipulating the level in various ways, um, and it its form is different in each level. You actually never see the entity itself. That's what we decided on. Um, but you can kind of feel its presence everywhere you go. And in this way, we may have fun. We may get to have some fun with creating an actual enemy AI. So somewhere down the line. Um, but yeah, I think that's
So,
it.
Alex,
Um,
do you want to maybe show what a sprite looks like, a typical sprite sheet looks like, and maybe we could like look together on the internet? Like, I know we might have one we might want to use, but maybe we could find one better.
yeah, sure. Excuse me. Where do you want to look? Itch.io?
We could start with Google, and
Google?
then maybe we
Uh,
could try itch.io.
Spreadsheets. Oh,
Itch.io is a site where indie game developers can post their games and other game assets.
well, I guess this is a spreadsheet.
I like the sprite sheets that are labeled.
Ah,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it shows you what the idle, run, jump animations
okay.
are. Yeah. So, maybe this is a good time to explain what that means.
Yeah, sure. Well, normally the way you would do 2D animations is by creating a sprite sheet, and that is, say, for the idle state, which is just you're not moving around. You create like a sort of frame by frame, or how best would you explain something where it would loop through each one of the images. See here, you
Yeah,
have
it's
idle, or I think run is a better example where you start off with the initial like running, and then you do it at a certain where like say you this is like half a second in, this would be the full second, or I don't even know how to describe spreadsheets.
no. I mean, you're right. Basically, what we're going to be doing is dividing up each of these sections into images, and then we're going to be looping the images so that it looks like an animation. So for the run animation, we're starting with that first one up there, and then we're selecting all 6 of those, and then it's gonna we'll get to this point, but once we have it in Unity, it's gonna look like the player's actually running. And then what we're gonna do after that is set up we're gonna write some code so that we could hook it up, with our actual run mechanic, which is technically just pushing, the right or left key.
Right.
So we'll get to that point.
Um, do you have a? Do you want to do the boy sprite?
That's actually not bad.
Dead. Let's see. Let me visit the site. Yeah, walk, idle, walk, run, jump, dead. I mean, honestly,
All we
those don't
need
really.
is idle. All we need is idle, run, and jump, right? Because are we gonna add walk?
Uh,
Because technically, all we have is just movement for left and right, not like a difference between walk and run.
yeah, probably. Yeah, why not? Do you
So we could
you,
still use
you,
this.
you like the boy? You like the
I
boy?
like the boy
Boy. Um, I like the
who
flat design.
yeah, whose sprite sheet is this? Just so you know.
This is put on GameArt 2D. It looks like it's free. Doesn't say anything about uh like licenses or whatnot. Let me watch the video real quick. No, doesn't talk about it. Let me see, like, see home. Ah, yeah, this is royalty free 2D game assets,
All right,
which means we could use it. I hope. Either way, we don't
all
plan
right,
on, yeah, like, we don't even plan on what do you call it, making these games as something we take money for. We're just it's all public, so I'm pretty sure
right.
it's all cool. Well, if it's not, someone will let us know. Where was this put? Where was this put? Oh, my downloads. Okay, it's fine. Flatboy. Hold on. Let's extract. Extract all. Will be extracted to Flatboy. Browse. D drive. Um, what's it called? Where are we going? Go. GitHub.
Yeah,
Wake up. Pick up assets. I'm gonna make a new folder.
let's. Yeah, I want to go with like sprites.
Yeah, probably. Sprites.
Yeah,
And then I'm just gonna select
we're gonna
this.
need an animations folder too, probably
Probably. Okay, yeah, let's just do
more
that,
than.
right?
So let's see.
Uh, it looks like
This is like. I hope it's transparent. It
no, I
looks
think
like
they
it
were.
is.
Yeah, I think they were.
Looks like. Oh, I think they already have it
They
like
separated. Yeah, they
chopped
look
up.
like they're separated. Yeah.
Oh, so okay, but all right. I kind of want to show the process of like making the sprite sheet, but you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Hold on, let me see what's.
Yeah. All right. So usually you'll have all of these images on one sheet, and then when you're importing the sprite sheet, um, under the I think it's the mode. But can you go back to no, the other window, the inspector? So the sprite mode, you would usually put multiple, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you would go into the sprite editor and you would start slicing them. And you need if you can imagine that there's like 20 of these on here that represent each animation, um, you would cut them up and the result would be what you see here, where you have like six images that represent the dead animation, six images that represent the idle animation. It's basically just cutting up the sprite sheet and assigning it to an animation. So they already did the work for us, but
Yeah.
that's how that works. So
Well, you can see here I did something like that. When I set multiple, I was able to slice, and instead of having the whole area here, it did cut
yep,
up like it did look for, I guess, this guy. It shrunk it. So say if there were multiple dudes here, you would have multiple boys in this thing in one sprite sheet, you'd be able to just simply
Yep.
slice automatic, and then it would create like a little box over it, and that's your sprite. So instead of seeing everything here like this taking up space, it would just point to here. And of course, in your little project editor or project view inspector, you'd see it as like, if there were multiple sprites that you sliced it into, this one would show it as like, underscore zero, underscore one, underscore two.
Right.
So let me just do that for idle, right? Uh,
Oh, wait. There's 15 for idle? Oh, there's 15.
for dead.
I, no, there's 15 for like all of them, it looks like.
Oh,
That's okay. That's going to be a detailed animation.
I guess so. I'm just gonna apply multiple to each one of them.
Wait, why do you have to do that?
Uh, because it won't slice if I keep it as single.
But isn't it already sliced?
Mm-mm. You'll see what I mean. If we go to the sprite editor here, you see how like it's the whole box. If you put single, it's gonna be the whole box. You would have to adjust the box down to.
Oh,
So if we put
so
multiple, it would like look for it. So here I'm doing the slice.
okay, so I guess
Now the
this. All
box is
right,
around here. See?
I see.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a little bit more time consuming then.
Yeah, yeah. But let's do it for idle
So
real quick.
let's not do the dead ones then.
Yeah, no.
Wait, if you select all of them, yeah, and then do multiple, what happens?
No. I mean, I said
Oh,
multiple for all of them as sprite mode. But I
oh,
wouldn't be
okay.
able to go into the sprite editor like that. Yeah,
Because they're not on the same sheet.
yeah. I'd have to do them separately, unless they have a version of this that's no. Well, that's fine. That is, we'll deal. I mean, slice, apply, slice, apply, slice, apply. Um, is this the same thing over and over?
No,
Hold on.
I
We'll be
I
able
mean, I
to
hope
see it.
not. I mean, we'll see after we do it.
Oh no. I see ever so slightly his hair moving.
Yeah, this is the idle one, so you're not really going to see much of a change.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's fine. We could just slice and apply. Apply.
You just put up that meme of SpongeBob where it's like one eternity later.
maybe if we download this and edit this on YouTube.
We literally can do that.
Yeah. Well, not maybe. We will. Apply. Slice.
There you go.
Apply.
So when you're done with idle, we'll just try idle out first
Yeah. I don't pretty
before
much.
you slice the rest of them.
Yeah. Well, normally, and I mean, don't if anybody's watching. Is anybody watching? One viewer.
No.
Okay, the one viewer that is watching, which is probably Chris.
Yes.
Hello, Chris. Don't let this deter you. From normally there's sprite sheets that you can just do this like in one go.
Yeah, you literally just do exactly what he's doing, and then it automatically selects all of them on the sheet and then slices them up. So that's
Okay.
what I thought that they did for us. All right,
It would have
so
been not as bad if they didn't have that all that extra.
yeah. All
So
right, so I think what you need to do is select all of them in a sequence, and then you can just drag them into the scene, right? And it should prompt you to wait, no, that's not what I mean.
let me rename this to player, just so like we don't have, and let's rename this to platform.
And yeah, and You can also set the sprite for player to the first one, the first idle one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what you were doing.
Well, no, that's not what I was doing, but that's what I'll do.
Okay.
Is it sprite material?
No, it's the sprite. You see where it says capsule?
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
It's too big.
It's the boy.
The boy. Let me see. We have to decrease his size. Gosh, for how much? 2.5. Oh, the boy's big. Why can't I do this?
I don't know.
Is it because? Okay,
Wait, where is it?
there
Oh,
it is.
okay. There we go. Yeah.
Okay, back to 2D. Okay, somehow that worked.
That's fine.
Why.
We're fine with the boy like that.
Okay,
right?
yeah, we just have to make it so that well, it depends. Are we shrinking the boy? Is that what we're doing? 2.5?
Wait. Keep the boy at that size for now.
Oh, because the collider is not.
Yeah, we're gonna have to, adjust the collider and stuff.
Should I have kept it at 1? Or you like this size?
Huh. I think if you remove the collider and re-edit, it's gonna. Well, you could also adjust the size of the collider
Oh, we
manually.
had a box collider. Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Of course you can.
I added that.
Okay.
When I adjusted the jump code, because we were using a what was it, the capsule collider. That one, that's not gonna work for this situation.
Okay. I mean, I'll just like re-add it again, and hopefully
It should.
it should like conform to the size. Hold on. Let me just do half real quick. See what half looks like. I think half looks okay. And then here we're gonna re-add box collider 2D. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
it did go around
Yeah, there you
the
go.
boy.
Okay, so that's good.
And then what did you have any settings here?
No.
No. Okay.
So
Okay.
technically, if you press play right now, the boy should be able to move left and right and jump.
Yeah, sure.
There we go. Perfect. So now what we're going to do is we just sliced up that idle animation. We're going to put it together and
By the way, I actually quite like the format that we're going with right now, where you're narrating and I'm just doing.
Yeah, I like it too. All right.
Here I'm just really just for the sake of it, I'm just gonna add an animation folder. Animations.
I think one of your friends has joined the stream.
Oh.
They're ready to learn.
I'm ready to
You're
learn,
the coach.
Okay, Bob. Yeah, this is the guy I play with all the time. So, so here we are. What are we gonna do first? Are we gonna just create the animator? That's what we're doing, right?
Hold on. Before you do that, just
Yeah. What's up?
Just how about you create the idle animation?
Well, I think I need to do an animator controller, no?
Okay, you could do that, but like you need to actually make the actual animation first. The animator is just hooking up the animations based on the state machine.
Oh yeah, you got a good point there.
So,
point. We're just gonna call this player idle.
Okay, so you can do it this way, but the other way to do it is to literally select all of the idle images and then just drag them into the scene.
Oh really? Okay. So
yes.
let me just do that.
And it'll like prompt you to save the animation.
Oh, I don't know.
So if you like do a shift click and control click and select.
I can't do. I don't think I could do shift click like that.
You can't do shift. You can do control.
Yeah, I have to do control. Because if I do shift click, let me see this.
Yeah, it'll get all of them.
We may have to reorganize the file structure so that we only see like these guys later.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. No,
Okay, so you
well,
said bring them
yeah,
into the scene, right?
yeah, and then save that as player idle.
Delete this guy.
Yeah,
Oh
there
yeah,
you go.
there we go. Save. Yeah. Yeah, I do.
All right, so now you can delete idle 1-0 out of the scene.
Why did that happen now?
That created an animator controller, I
Based
think.
on the first file. Okay,
Yes.
makes sense. Okay, so here it is created.
So we can come back to that if like maybe the animation is too fast or too slow. But for now, we could actually start hooking it up. So, if you open up the animator, yeah, you could delete that.
Yeah, 'cause there's no animator, right?
Right.
We have to
So,
create an animator, no?
no. We already have an animator.
No, we don't.
Well, open up the animator tab. Oh,
That's what I mean. We need a controller.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's what was created before that I told you to delete. My bad.
Animate controller. We're just gonna call it player.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and now create an idle state.
Can we just do this?
You right click. Uh, okay, I guess.
Speed 1. Mirror.
All right.
Yeah, let's go. Sorry. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Yeah, loop time. Yeah, we're looping it, right?
Yeah, keep loop time on, and technically, if you press play, it should just start playing the animation
Yeah.
endlessly.
We have to actually
Oh,
do
you
some
have to do
things.
this. Yeah.
Apply loop. Okay, let's just see. Oh no, it must have stopped. I must have clicked stop.
Oh.
Yeah, see, there we go. It's
There we go.
actually
So, wait. Can you go back to the animator?
yeah.
Oh, I meant by like, wait, keep it running, and then go back to the animator.
Keep it running, then go back to the animal.
Because you see it like actually
Oh,
playing the
playing
animation.
on a loop.
It's in the idle state now. This is state machine, and it's in the idle state. And because this is the entry transition, that means that it's just going to be playing this unless we tell it not to, or to
Right.
transition to another animation. So what we're going to end up doing here is creating a run and jump animation, and we're going to make it transition from idle to run based off of some conditions that we're going to code.
Right.
So idle works. Very nice.
So let's just do that. Let's just go through the tedious process of like cutting the stuff up again.
Well, actually, can you show the game again and try to move around while you're in the idle state?
Yeah, of course. In fact, for display purposes, let's just maximize real quick. Play.
Good idea. Yeah. Oh yeah, this shows it a lot better. All right, so you'll notice. Oh wait, don't jump. Just move around. So you'll notice that the idle animation is still playing while we're moving and while we're jumping. So we don't want that. We want the animation to switch to the run animation when we're moving left or right.
Right.
And then we want it to switch to the jump animation when we jump.
Right.
So that's the next thing we're going to do.
Yep. And also flip them. So it's looking one way, but we're gonna also
So
like flip it when it's going to left.
Right. All right. So
Time to start cutting. Okay, I guess we could start with run.
yeah, let's do run.
Are they all multiple? Yeah, they are. Okay. Now the tedious process of slicing. Apply. Can I be heard?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, my mic died. Sprite editor, slice. Sprite editor, slice. Slice. Did you watch the latest episode of Attack on Titan?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, of course. Just today, over lunch.
Oh, you're up to date with the manga, aren't you?
Yeah.
And I heard it is ending in April.
Oh yeah, it's definitely ending soon.
Like the manga is ending in April.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know about April, but it's definitely it's getting there.
That's what I heard the other day.
Yeah, I don't follow news like that on this stuff.
Yeah, so they officially upped the intensity in the last episode.
Oh yeah.
We're not going to talk about spoilers for
No,
anyone who hasn't watched it. So
plus this it's probably not the channel to do that.
it's absolutely not. But it's crazy, and anyone who likes anime should watch.
Yeah. Okay, so we got run. Can I like right click expand all?
That would be great, but they're all separate.
Okay. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay, there we go. So, yeah.
You're good. All right. So now,
In animations, we're gonna say player run, right?
yes.
Run. Okay.
So yeah, we don't need that.
Don't need that.
And so now,
animations. It created this controller. I'm just gonna delete it.
that
Going back to this controller, and we're gonna add it there. Do we have it on the time?
I don't think we need this one on loop time.
Running? Yeah, we do.
All right, we'll see what happens. We'll see.
Oh, okay. So here we have both the player idle and the player run animation, and for it to get to the other side, to this state, you have to create a transition. So here we are. Here's the transition to get into it. Personally, there's like this sort of exit time deal. Basically how long it takes to get to the next transition or whatever. I usually like to make it like almost immediate.
All right. I was gonna say we'll see how it looks and then adjust it.
Oh, okay. So let me Control Z.
All right. So, but you can take exit time off. That can go.
Okay.
All right.
It pulls it run and say doesn't if it doesn't have exit time or transition will be ignored. Okay, so we also have to add a condition for it to actually get to this transition, and that's where parameters come in. What is it? Uh,
We could. I mean, we if we're not gonna be like worrying about a walk transition and the players at the same speed the whole time, then we should use a bool,
yeah, why not? A
right?
Boolean is essentially a true or false value. So the condition on for the transition here would be something like if um, the running parameter here we're going to call running is true. So if we go to the transition and we go to
So basically, in order to get from the idle transition, the idle state into the run state, there needs to be it needs to satisfy a condition, and we just made a parameter called running, and it's a true or false value. So now in our code, we're going to set up the logic for that.
we also have to create a way for it to transition back into idle as well.
Right, forgot about that. There you go.
So in this case, it's pretty much the same thing, except the condition for it is false instead. So true or false. Yeah. Okay. So in our code, that this is where we're actually going to set it.
Wait, before you go into the code, I think you could demonstrate it in the animator just by using the checkbox.
Oh yeah, sure. So long.
So
I think if I have
you could press play.
Oh,
So
sorry.
we're in the
Hold on.
okay. So we're in the idle state because running is not checked, right? So if
Right.
you check running, the running animation is going to start playing. There you go.
Yep. It's a bit laggy. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So if we uncheck it, it goes back to idle. Check.
So in the code, we're going to basically do what we're doing right now. What we're doing visually, that is.
Right. So here we are. This is the player controller. Since the animator itself is a component of the what's it called, the game object, we simply have to pull it down. We have to retrieve it. So here we're going to say private animator. Just gonna call it animator.
Yeah.
Here we're this is how you pretty much pull a component.
So if you had your variables up there set as public, then you don't have to do anything that you're doing in the start function here. The only reason we have to do this is because we set them as private variables, which means they can't be accessed from the inspector. So if these were public, we'd be able to just drag the animator right into the game object itself. But yeah,
like right up in here.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
this is
and
just a
that's
style of coding that we've just become accustomed to.
yeah. Personally, this is how I do it. Let's see. So if here running or going right or left pretty much means if the horizontal value is either 1 or -1, right? It's if it's not 0. So
Right. So we need to have an if statement that says if horizontal does not equal 0, then we need to set that parameter to
true.
true.
Right.
Otherwise, it needs to be false.
Yeah. So animator dot set bool, right? Bool.
Set bool. Yep.
The name of the
And
parameter which we call running.
running, and then
Um, horizontal not equal to 0.
That's actually the best way of doing it. I wasn't thinking that.
I'm someone who prefers to simplify as much
Yeah,
as I
yeah, that's
can.
good. That's good. So to explain what's happening here, um, the first argument there is the name of the parameter that we're going to be modifying. And then the second parameter is what the value is, what we're setting it to. So this is called a condition. So whatever this resolves to, that's what we're going to set it to. So if horizontal happens to be 0, then that should return false.
If it's
And
not
if
0.
yeah, and if yeah, um,
No, I don't mean it, like, yeah, you're right. It should return false. I'm just like, leaving in. If it's not 0, it returns true. So
exactly.
that's what this little statement is.
Right. And so what that means is, if you're looking at the code on line 37, if we're pressing left or we're pressing right, then we're going to set running to true. And that makes sense, right? Because if you're pressing left or right, we want to play the run animation. And if you're not pressing left or right, that means that you're just standing there. We want to be in the idle animation.
Oh, that's what's up.
So this should work.
I think it ignores the transition times because it said we removed hazards at time.
He's doing a moonwalk.
Yeah, so you can see that it's being set to true when we're actually running. Um,
So
it seems
there,
like there is a
yeah,
bit of a delay though.
there is.
No, no, it's just the running animation itself is not exactly because the speed of the animation it's not like say if we do speed 2 because we can change the speed at which it plays out.
Right.
See,
That's better.
maybe 1.5. Yeah, I feel like there is a bit of there is a bit of a delay when it comes. See, you start moving and but then it starts.
Right.
Let
And
me
we
see
could
if
adjust that. I think we
yeah,
could adjust that in the transition there.
yeah let me see. Uh, let's get rid of fixed duration. Transition duration is 0. Um, again, I
Well,
usually
should the interruption source be if like the next state plays, or I've never really used that, but that just seems logically correct.
honestly don't know.
All right. So
Next
let's see
state.
how that looks without it.
Okay. Well, let me do it back as well. Fixed duration transition is 0. Okay. Yeah. See.
That's better.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
better.
All right. So the reason why we're moonwalking here is because we don't have any logic to flip the sprite when you go left. So the code doesn't know that there's a sprite that's facing right. It doesn't have that sense of facing right or left. It'll just move left and it'll move right depending on your input, but it doesn't know what direction you're facing. So in order for us to not moonwalk, unless we want to add moonwalk to this game, we need to flip the sprite based on the input.
So it
So
pretty much means that the scale of it when you use for the x we call it the x-axis, which is right and left. Um, the scale is used to make the image either bigger or smaller. But when you use negative scale, it flips it as well. So say if I use negative 0.5, the character gets flipped.
exactly.
So we pretty much just have to do this in code.
So wait, go back to Unity. There's another way to do it. So instead of flipping the scale, you could you see in the sprite renderer, there's a flip bool there for X and Y. Yeah. So there's two ways to do it. It looks like we can either
I didn't know
flip the
that.
actual X values of the scale, or we could flip the actual flip value that's part of the sprite renderer.
Man, learn something new every day. We call it split.
Oh, okay. We can call it whatever we want.
I just um
I think I might have put that in there by accident,
that's fine.
but we need it anyway. So
Oh my-
we're doing the same thing like we did with the anime. We need to be able to access the sprite renderer component of the game object.
Right. Yeah. So hold on. In this case, we pretty much just have to set
Wait,
sprite
can you call it
renderer.
sprite renderer with an ER at the end?
Oh, whoops. Yeah, sure. See, um, gotta love Visual Studio Code refactoring. This is my first time using it. It's a little different, but I don't mind it. Flip X, right? Oh, it's just a get set. Okay.
Wait,
Uh,
can we put that in a separate like function?
what like flip?
Like flip player or something.
Oh, because I was just gonna set it based on horizontal value.
Okay. All right, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Wait, it's a bool. So right now everything is to the right, right? Correct.
Yeah.
So then flipping pretty much just means if it's -1. So if horizontal
Or less than
is less
0.
0, yep, we flip. Yeah, I think that's it.
Wait, hold on. I think it needs to wait, go back to the code. I just want to look at it again. See if I understand. So horizontal is less than 0, so flip X is going to be set to true if it's less,
Hmm.
and it's going to be false if it's great. Yeah, okay.
Or
That
if
should
it's
work.
0, if it's an idle. If it's an idle, which means the horizontal will be 0, it would not flip X. It would be still looking ahead.
Wait, but we don't have a case for. Oh, wait. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. So if it is 0, that. Okay, it's going to be looking right still. All right.
Or hold on. No,
No.
that just means that it'll look the moment you stop moving left, it will automatically look right. That doesn't make sense. We wanted to keep it in the dark, keep it looking in the direction that it already
Oh, that's true. That's true.
so this is correct if we you know okay so what it is if it's not equal to 0, we flip um based on the value. So yeah, that's what it is. If horizontal is not equal, yeah, not equal to 0, um then we flip, because we don't want to set it if it is equal to 0. Does that make sense?
Right.
So
Yeah, I
here
think
if
so.
yeah, and then if horizontal is less than 0, yeah, I think this should work. Okay, moving left. There we go. See?
All right.
Okay, so
Cool.
whoops, running animation is in. Next thing is going to be the let's see if there's
The
any
jump.
jump, right?
Yeah.
Uh, time for the long process of slicing. Slice. Slice. Apply. Slice. Apply. Slice. Apply. Chris, how does 7 for ending this sound? What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. I know we started at 5:30, but I mean, unless we're getting into anything deep, we probably will end up finishing this part by 7 a.m. Maybe even talking about the sanity bar and how we might want to.
Yeah. I mean, if we're following this process here, we should be able to finish the jump animation soon.
Yeah.
And we could briefly talk about what we're gonna do next.
I actually really like this the way this is drawn.
Yeah.
Too bad we can't, because I don't see, again, I don't see anything about like who this came from. So we can't give props to them. I don't think we can. But
I'm
we
gonna see if I
can,
can look it up.
yeah, but we can at least just put it somewhere.
Yeah, sure.
Cause I don't see any maybe is there like a readme? I don't think there was a readme.
Well, there's actually a YouTube video that goes with
Oh yeah, true. Maybe we can follow the link. Copy video URL. Excuse me.
I see. There yeah, the
Okay.
person is there.
Okay, yeah. Here we are. This animation I think came from, or since it's their YouTube video, Zura. I'm sorry for fucking this up. Zuria Alfitra.
Yeah, thank you for this free sprite. It's very cute. And we were able to use it for our stream. So
Yeah,
thanks a lot.
yeah. Our placeholder character.
All right.
Well, again, this is a free game. We may just end up making this. You know. You know what
Yeah.
feature actually sounds interesting? Um,
Yeah.
like what if there's no like sanity bar exactly, but you can tell by how by the state of the character itself, by the way the
Yeah.
character looks.
Alex, that's the wrong one. You got to do jump.
Ah, thanks.
Say that again.
No, I was saying, what if we had like a feature where we what do you call it? Instead of having a sanity bar as UI,
Yes.
it's actually like it how you could tell whether the character is going insane or slowly going insane is by the character's like look. Like if it's starting to get disheveled, starting to look like they're going crazy.
All right. I figured for like time purposes that the sanity bar is a lot easier to do.
That's fine. I'm
But
just saying
that's
like
cool.
yeah,
I
yeah,
like that.
as
That's
an
cool.
idea, just an idea. What is this for?
Yeah. Player jump. Yep.
Um, because I like when I think of minimalism, which is what our one of our themes is. I think
Right.
not so much UI, simple, something simple, but
Well, that's also why that's the only like component on the screen aside from like you the character
but
and the environment. That's it. It's just the sanity bar.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
So we have to make a decision. So can the player jump while they're running?
yeah, yeah. I mean, hold on. Let's for one, just add it real quick. Jumping
All right.
and
Jumping.
I think they could jump whether they're idle or running, right? Um, and we just have to make a transition into this guy.
All right, so let's start with idle because that's
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah. So in this transition, here in the settings has exit time, fixed duration, and 0, and the condition is jumping. Oh, okay, jumping. So if
Yep.
jumping is true, it goes to player jump. Make transition
Yep.
back to idle.
Where if jumping is false, it goes back.
Yep, fixed duration 0, jumping is false. It goes back. Yeah, there we go. So let's I guess we can just do that, right?
Yeah, let's test it out just with the checkboxes.
Oh yeah. Jump.
Yeah, so that's the jump.
Oh, we can't have it loop.
Yeah, we can't have it loop.
Yeah, jumping is the one thing you don't really want looping. You know, you can I guess you can keep it at the last frame in which it goes. So I'll show you what I mean.
Yeah, let's see.
Yep.
Okay.
And I guess this is its falling frame, right? So
I would imagine.
So let's actually code that, right? We already have something where we have jump going on.
So yeah, that's all we have to do. So I'm pretty sure right there.
Jumping. Jump. Well, true. Well, the thing is, we have to set it like false somewhere, right?
Well, we do set jump false once you jump.
But that's the thing. Then that kind of gets rid of the animation.
Wait, you misspelled jumping.
Yeah. Because the thing is, like, if you set it to false immediately, because this happens almost immediately after you set jump to true.
What if you do it after you call add force?
Still, like if you do it after add force, then you end up setting it to false as soon as you set add force. We need a way to keep this set until he hits the ground.
So, I mean, we do have an is grounded function.
Yeah.
So we're saying if vertical is greater than 0 and it's grounded. So
jump is equal to true.
Does vertical need to equal 0 and it's grounded?
Well, if vertical is 0, then we're not doing anything. But I think it has to be that velocity would equal 0. Hold on, let me just check what happens.
Well, it's not going to do anything because you didn't set the animation.
I know. I'm just I want to look at velocity itself, the value of velocity. On player, rigid body. Yeah, see, velocity is see.
Right. So velocity is 0. Okay. The y velocity.
Yeah. My concern is that if it gets, so you see how here velocity goes, high, up when you jump, and then goes negative as you go down. Because negative velocity means you're going down. I'm concerned if it'll hit 0 at that point.
It will.
Yeah. So the only thing I could think of then is to check is grounded. All the time.
Well, that's technically what we're doing in update, right?
You see, if the only reason, the only time we're checking is grounded is when we're actually jumping. Because if jumping is false, then it doesn't check is grounded. Because then the AND operator senses, hey, this is false, so the whole thing will be false. So
That's true.
I don't even have to check this. Otherwise, we'd be seeing that green thing all the time when we had that code.
Unless we like set it to false by default and then set it to true in that if condition.
Well, do you want to just? I mean, we can just go with the simple route. Right. Set it true when it's jumping.
Right. I mean, those are the conditions for the jump. So, like, shouldn't we set it to false outside of that in the update?
Yeah. But we'd have to figure out. Yeah. So if rigid body dot velocity dot y, let's just do this. Let's see if this how like let's see if
Yeah,
this is
we'll
something. Set to false. So it's always setting this to false if velocity is y. I hope that's not an expensive operation.
see. We'll see. This is probably not going to work.
Or we can do something like animator.getBool. Is that a thing? Yeah. Jumping. So if it's true, um, if animator.getBool is true and velocity is 0, then we set it to false.
But, like, didn't we say before that it's going to hit 0 as it's coming down?
Maybe not,
Maybe not.
because
Okay.
I think I've done this before somehow,
Okay.
and it was safe.
All right.
Yeah, like it because like it didn't hit 0. Well, we can find out, I guess, right?
Yep. We'll see.
Jump. Yeah, see? Oh, so it's lagging a little bit. Maybe I'll maximize on play so we can see it better.
Okay.
Yeah, the last part is that like little that. Hold on. That. Oh, yeah.
I see. Wait, can you keep the animator open? I want to see like what's happening there.
The animator?
Like, just keep this view
Oh, okay.
and do the jump. Yeah.
Hold on. I'll maximize. Yeah, he only stops when he's grounded.
Yep.
I mean, like I feel like there's rarely like a chance that velocity is ever 0. Like at the moment you start falling.
Yeah.
You
So
get what I mean?
that seems to be working.
I mean, unless we encounter like a time where sometimes it does become 0, then we'll probably have to change our code. But for the sake of simplicity, I say keep it like this
I agree.
until it starts not working. Okay, so we did idle to jump. So now we just have to make a transition because if we're currently in like a running animation state, jump means nothing. See, we're still going to be running.
Right. Exactly.
So let's just do that. Transition. Um, editor transition has exit time 0. There you go. This is if jumping is true, and then make transition back.
Well, this one, running needs to be true and jumping needs to be false.
Then that means I have to make the transition. Hold on.
You need to have two
Running,
conditions.
yeah, the condition going back. Jumping needs to be false. So for this one, in this case, idle has to be true. Oh, I guess running has to be false.
Wait, for which one?
For it to go back to idle instead.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah.
So here, to go back, jumping or running has to be true. Here, running has to be false. Can we
Correct.
reorder this? Yeah. You know, let me. There we go. So yeah, jumping has to be true. Running, no, running true. Jumping false. There might be a better way to organize these things, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't
we'll
remember.
we'll see. We'll
Oh,
see.
this might be what it is. I remember now. This is exactly what
What's
I did.
what is that? I don't know what that
Okay,
is.
so I remember now. I did this before. Any state. So from any state, um, get to another state, and then exit goes back to the original state that it was in.
Okay.
So we don't have to keep doing these like connects like here. We can just do something like hold on, I'm just gonna if anything I'll undo if this doesn't really work well.
All right.
So here from any state we make a transition here. Um, the transition no exit time fixed duration 0.
And the condition is, well, if jumping is true,
Right,
right?
exactly. Jumping's true. Uh, from any state, jumping is true. Then I think we can make it go back to that state or exit. Yeah, we can't make it go back. We have to make it exit.
Exit. What does exit do though? Does it bring it back to entry?
I think it goes back to wherever state it came from.
Okay.
This condition is jumping is false. Cannot preview. There is no destination transition. Oh, okay. I think I know what I did. Delete. No.
That doesn't make any sense. If you double click on exit, what happens? Oh, it's just an exit node.
I mean, let's see what happens.
All right. Yeah, it's
Hold on. Was there a reason for that? Why didn't it just play?
why does it say preview source state is idle?
Because like basically when we actually can transition to self. No, I think I wasn't playing because it yeah, see.
Oh,
And I think
can you
once it
try and run
exits,
and jump?
yeah, yeah. Hmm? Shit, I fell. So basically what's happening is that any state can get to jumping, right? And then once it exits, it goes back to entry. And in that case, it goes to idle. But if you have running set to true, then it goes straight to player run immediately.
Okay.
That way we don't have to keep creating all these transitions.
All right, I think I got it.
Yeah, we just have to make sure that, um, yeah. So this just makes it more convenient, basically. Does that make sense? I remember doing this one time, and
Yeah.
it was just so much easier to deal with because we didn't have to create all those conditions, like all those different conditions to go back.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
So there you
I
go.
got
That's um just so I don't fall again. You know, let's just increase the size. Oh, we don't have the camera following this dude, right?
it. Oh, we're gonna need that.
You know what? Let's do that real quick.
All right.
Uh, okay. So how best to do that? We should just add a character controller, right?
I'm trying to remember how to do that.
I know there is a character controller here, but I know this is just came with it, and this is something where we can actually input. But And you know what I noticed? This character controller is like interesting. Like it uses some different things than what we normally use.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
See, it binds different keys to the move to actions. Like here we have move, and it binds like to left stick,
Hmm.
and using all these different keys. And this might be something we want to do later. Because I know like input that key and stuff like that might be, I don't know. All right, ignoring that, we're gonna create a new script.
Yeah, so we really just needed the camera's X and Y position to just basically match the player's X and
Oh,
Y,
camera control.
right?
I think so, pretty much. Because like if we see where main camera is right now, it's at -z. Yeah, we just have to. So it looks like the position of it is the position right now is y is 1. Um, let's just make it follow x for now.
Let's make it, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So here we have the camera controller we just created.
Hmm.
When you create a C# script through what do you call it, through Unity, it gives you all this boilerplate. Start is basically the first frame, and then update is called every frame. So here we have start. So what we just got to do, we just got to get the we have to get the let's
We
make
need
this
the camera's transform and we need the player's transform.
let's make this public, right? Game object, player,
Yes.
right? So this is gonna follow the player. Um, and then here we have, yeah, no, I think that's pretty much all we need. Set
Hmm.
player. And here if
Because you could just
element,
address the transform without like getting the component.
that's exactly what I was
Okay.
thinking.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
Position is equal to, what is position? It's a vector 3, right? New vector 3. We're gonna follow player. Oh yeah. Here,
Yeah.
private. Um, I'm pretty sure it's vector 3. Player position.
Is this the initial player position?
No, this is just
Well, yeah.
transform dot position. Uh,
This is the initial position because this is being set in the start function, right?
mm,
Right?
hold on. Is vector 3 a I can't peek? Oh, I can peek. Vector 3 is I equatable destruct. I'm trying to figure out because we should be able to like just hold on to like the transform or some. Let's see if position works.
All right.
X, and then our own transform dot position dot
Mm-hmm.
y transform dot position dot z. Right?
Should transform be different because it starts off as 1? It's supposed to be 1 plus 1, right?
Well, I'm not moving the y based on player position, just the x right now.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but if we want to keep it at a certain angle,
Hmm.
or at some point we may just need to play around with the character controller to make it more fluid. But for the
Right.
sake of right now, just moving it. Okay, so obviously that doesn't work. We actually need transform.
We should make the platform a lot longer so we could
Okay,
really see this in action.
yeah, transform. Player transform. Uh, okay, so var player position. God, I don't know how to explain. Okay. Dot position. And then we have camera position
Mm-hmm.
equal to transform dot position. Right? Doesn't matter the order. So here we're just gonna say player position dot x, and here we're gonna just okay. I don't need that one. Here we're just gonna say camera position dot y. This way we
Yeah.
don't have to keep saying transform dot position. We just say
All
camera
right.
position, and that's how we say it.
Okay.
Ha!
Can you
That's because I
wait?
didn't set the component.
Oh yeah.
Camera controller. All right, and then we also have to bring player in to the game object.
There you go. Okay.
And then we can just make the platform bigger too.
There it is.
Scale it up to 10, 20.
Sweet.
Oh, some lag. Some lag. Yeah, lag really affects physics there.
Yeah.
So
All right.
that looks pretty smooth. Like the character. I feel like the character
Yeah.
looks pretty smooth.
We're gonna need to do Y also.
Yeah, do you think 1+1 is fine? Yeah, let's do Y.
We'll see. We could put some platforms like above or below and see what happens.
Yeah, just one.
All right. Um, put another platform like below or above.
Below or above? Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, so we could actually jump onto it.
Uh,
I guess you could just copy and paste and
yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
Hold on.
Can you jump that high?
I think so. And then there's this platform here.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh shit. Oh, see, so
Uh-oh.
okay, I think hold on. That's something we need to change as well.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. I noticed
Um,
it was like getting stuck to the side.
yeah, there's a reason for that. There's a sort of material that you can do. Um, let's fix it. Maybe next time.
Yeah. Okay. We can
And
take
see,
note of that. Wait, just make it lower.
okay, yeah. Or we can like
But
make the jump a little higher.
that's true.
Because I think the jump may be a little low.
Okay.
Let's make it 2.5 jump force.
Wait, what? Why did that happen?
I don't know. 3?
No, but it looks like it got
Worse.
worse. What?
Oh no. Let me try 5.
Okay.
5 might be overkill.
It'll do the trick though. What? Okay.
I don't know why. Oh, okay. When I hold on up button,
Oh,
when I hold it down, it's a little slower. Hold on. Yeah, see, when I hold it down, I think it's because it's the ground checking code is still like seeing like here. If I hold down up while the ground is still being checked, like here,
yeah.
sometimes it's probably like trying to add another force to it.
Okay, I see. We might have to fix that.
But I mean,
All
let me
right,
see.
so the camera works. That's what we were testing.
Yeah. The camera works. Jump force, transform that up, add force. Okay, so here's how do I? So the jump happens based on the current velocity, right? Rigid body dot velocity dot y is equal to 0. Or rigid velocity. It doesn't matter. It's gonna get overridden anyway. There we go. And then we're just gonna say that. Maybe that'll fix it. What that pretty much does is it sets it to 0, so that like a force would be like a jump off the ground. Say if you ever have double jump.
I see.
Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse.
Well, wait. If you up the jump force, what happens?
I guess I don't even have to. Let's make it 10. So it seems to be gradually like increasing it. 20. Okay, maybe 15. Okay, I guess because I jumped off of that. 15. There you go.
All right.
And maybe increase the speed to, I don't know, 7 or 10. How's that look?
I like it.
Yep. Yeah, so there's this here, because it's colliding like that, we just have to reduce the friction using physics material.
Okay.
Yeah, that should make it slide down. Do you want to do that now?
Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, I guess I could do it real quick. Um, uh, what do you want to call this? Um, what is when something doesn't have friction? What does that mean? I'm just gonna call it no
Great.
friction. So dynamic friction is 0, static friction is 0. Um, friction
Pretty sure what you were
combined.
looking for is inertia. I might be wrong.
Friction combined is minimum.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing right now. Can you explain?
So I guess dynamic friction and static friction. Dynamic friction, I think, means like your friction, like how much friction you have when you come in contact with other um, dynamic things, like
Okay.
dynamic rigid bodies. And then, of course, static means how much friction you have against other static. When it says friction combined, it essentially says, okay, this is your friction value, this is their friction value. How do we deal with this? Do you, so here, in terms of friction, I say take the minimum. I say, hey, take the minimum, so that way, regardless of what friction value you have on the platforms, it'll always take the minimum. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
And we don't want to add bounciness. Uh, uh,
Why can't you add that?
no, it's not there. Oh, it is there. Oh, okay. I think we need physics material 2D or something.
Oh, there, right there.
Where? Oh, okay, here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is different. So I guess it doesn't have that combined. Yeah. So let me get rid of this one then.
Oh, there. That's where you add the friction and bounciness. Okay, that makes sense.
And we say friction is 0.
Okay.
And then we add it. Okay, so let's see if this works. Okay, now right, we set those values while we were playing. So
Yeah.
quick note to anyone whoever uses Unity: anything you set during play mode do not persist. So that's something you want to add.
Yeah. So don't set a lot of stuff that you will forget.
Oh shit. Okay, hold on. See, now I'm sliding
Yeah,
in.
I
Mhm.
see. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Sweet.
Yeah. You know, game design paid off for me in my masters. Um, yeah. So that's there you go. That's what it is. Did you put platform in the ground layer mask or something? Oh, I guess you did.
What happened?
No, I was just checking. Um, he got hops. My friend said he got hops.
Yeah, I noticed.
Um, so what do you think this is a good place to stop?
Yeah. I guess off stream we could talk about what we want to do next, which will probably be I guess adding
The sanity bar?
sanity bar. Uh,
Maybe building out the first level,
maybe we can build out the first level.
and that we're gonna have to play around. It's gonna use since it's the darkness level. We're gonna be playing a lot with the lighting, I guess,
Oh, you know what? Maybe we should work. Maybe we should like specifically try to work with the lighting stuff.
for the stream.
Because when I was trying to do it on my own, I was having a problem with it. So maybe together we'll
You
get
mean
somewhere.
before the stream or during stream?
Like before the stream.
Oh, okay. We could play around with lighting stuff, and then once we figure out what works, we apply it.
Yeah. So I'm thinking we do the sanity bar thing and then look into lighting. That could be a good. That could be good for the next one.
Yeah. And this is I've never really truly gone into that deep of level design, so this is definitely gonna be
Me
fun.
too.
Um, so okay, this would be stream 3. Oh, okay. So you're adding what we did.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Um, yeah. We're done here, guys. Thanks for popping up the bomb. Uh, is this notes? He got notes. Yeah. We plan out, what we're gonna do. We also just type things we need to just keep in mind, um, stuff like that, and what we did, just so that we know where we're at. Um,
Yeah. So thanks for watching. This was actually very productive. I learned something. I hope if you watch this, maybe you learned something.
yeah.
Uh,
You
we were
also gonna
able
put this on
to,
YouTube too, probably.
yeah, we were able to replace our cylinder with a sprite. We added the idle run and jump animations. We fixed that friction problem
Did you mention
when
flip?
you're, yeah.
Okay, you did.
Oh yeah. And we added logic for flipping the player sprite when you turn left or right. And we added a script so that the camera can follow the player as it's moving. So we got a lot done here. And next week we're gonna pick up probably on Thursday, but we'll see.
Yeah, tentative. It's always tentative.
Around 6 o'clock.
Yeah, but before the next stream, we'll definitely see if we can fix the ground checking.
Exactly. So thanks for watching. Give us a follow if you like this content.
Yep. Or don't. Or
Peace
please do.
out.
Please do. See you, Bum. Thanks for coming. All right, I'm ending the stream now.